Well, the crowd is chanting something about wanting head, Scotty Zappa. And can't say as I blink. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Al Snow appears to want to accommodate the crowd. Look at him. Look at Al. Apparently there's a timeout here in the proceedings. The Blue Meanie in the ring, ladies and gentlemen, looking as svelte as ever. I got to say that.
The crowd, that chant that you had mentioned, obviously Al Snow, I'm not sure where he's going, but maybe he was thinking the same thing.
Well, the opposition for Meanie and Snow. Wait a minute. Wait a second, Al. Not sure if Al's going to go get head, or if he's had head yet, or I'm not sure what happened. Oh, there it is. There it is. Wow. Boy, wrestling fans don't forget, do they?
They definitely do not. And I'll tell you what, Al Snow, once again, the crowd on their feet. Heavy, I can't even tell you, Mick, it's been so long since I've been a part of something like this. I'm just honored that you and Heavy on Wrestling, were able to, get me in here to call these matches with you. What a fantastic job Heavy on Wrestling and Dave, Dave and the team did with putting this show together right here at the Convention Center.
Well, they worked very, very hard, and that's typical of Dave. Look at this now. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Al got him. Al got him that time. The opposition, I don't want to take anything away from Renny D and Craven Knight, because on the independent wrestling scene, these two are as good as it gets. They are terrific athletes. Renny D, very, very cocky, very arrogant. It has served him well. A great technical wrestler, a student of the sport, but he's full of himself. I mean, pure and simple, that's been the only drawback. And Craven Knight, they call him the Extreme Assassin. Literally from the streets of the Bronx, New York, came here to train to become a professional wrestler. He's done that. He's made a name for himself. And this is going to be not a walk in the park for the Blue Meanie and Al Snow.
It's definitely not. If you take a look at Craven, this kid put together, you look at Renny, also put together, like you said, very cocky, but you got to make sure you don't get too cocky, especially with two veterans like the Blue Meanie and Al Snow in there tonight.
I noticed that you didn't say anything about being put together when it came to Meanie.
I've been in the ring with the Blue Meanie, Mick, and unfortunately I came out on the wrong side in that event, but I've been in the ring with him, and he can hold his own.
I love the guy. Big Phillies fan. Big Phillies fan, the Blue Meanie. He can't wait for baseball season. Whenever you talk Phillies, he just lights up. His hair turns...
Well, blue.
Yeah, something like that.
Hopefully they don't have as much snow as what we do in Philadelphia.
Renny D telling referee Jay Soltis to have Al Snow remove head from the ring.
Now, is this a handicap match? Al Snow, Blue Meanie,
and head. What could be? Because gosh knows if you're distracted by head, anything can happen.
It definitely
can. As well as anybody.
What's that supposed to mean,
I'm just saying.
Hey.
Renny D and Craven Knight are none too eager to get in the ring with the very unusual combination of Al Snow and Blue Meanie. The old BWO, the old Job Squad, whatever you want to say, they have done it. They were part of the foundation of ECW, no question. And look at Meanie, I tell you what, he has the fans, I don't want to say eating out of the palm of his hand, but Al Snow, he's look at Jay Soltis. I'm not sure why Jay didn't want to shake hands or rub elbows or whatever it was with Al Snow. Renny D, I guess, is going to lock up with Al Snow here to kick things off from the Minneapolis Convention Center. A packed house. And I mean it, ladies and gentlemen, the crowd solidly into this one, as they should. And early on, Renny D decides to bail out. Doesn't even want to lock up with Al Snow.
He doesn't want any part of it. sold out. We've got people standing all over the place here, standing room only. You know what? It's just fantastic. Al Snow, Blue Meanie. You take a look back, original ECW, when ECW was in Philadelphia and they were in their hall doing their stuff. These two guys, they were part of that big show each and every week.
Waiting for one of the two, Renny D or Craven Knight, to get into the ring and at least lock up, for crying out loud, with Al Snow here.
Well, I'm not too sure. Now, if Renny and Craven signed on for this match, what's the holdup here?
It's Renny and Craven being Renny and Craven. You know, a lot of talk precedes their entrance to the ring. They're usually preceded by a big gust of hot air before they get into the ring, but they can back it up. They are two gifted athletes and great technical wrestlers that get better all the time.
You can tell that they're put together, that they're two guys that are going to right there. Great takeover by Al Snow right down to the leg.
Look at Al.
Great technician, Al Snow, just fantastic.
Al, of course, a former trainer and judge on Tough Enough. He's done it all in this business, I tell you what. And the Al Snow stories are some of the funniest in wrestling, and they're all true. That's what's interesting about it.
Yeah, funny stories, but the great part is he's another one of those guys, just like Jerry is. He's fun to be around. You have a good time. He's done things right. He can go out there and mix it up with the best of them.
Look at Al Snow, little amateur wrestling, riding Renny D. Oh no! Oh no! There's a tag.
Tagging in the blue guy.
Now, here we go. Blue Meanie, ladies and gentlemen. The BWO, the Blue World Order. Back in the day, Meanie and I have corresponded for a long, long time via the social media. Finally have an opportunity to work together, and it's a kick. This guy is really something special.
Yeah, he's great. You know, years ago, I had the opportunity to spend a little time with him when I was out in Philadelphia. When I went out there to do, have a tryout stuff with ECW. But the Blue Meanie, looks like those guys they're doing some thumb wrestling out here or something now.
Tell you what, Meanie won't back down from any challenge. Thumbs, elbows, he doesn't care. Wait a minute.
That was 3.
Did his thumb kick out?
I think that was the case. Jay Soltis right there inside the action. Oh, and a stomp from Craven on his own guy. That's not. Oh.
Uh-oh. Little dissension early on here. Oh, Meanie. Oh, Al Snow. Little swat across the keister of Renny D. As we said, ladies and gentlemen, bottom line, the reason we're all here tonight, great matches from top to bottom, but the big one, the Tornado Tag Team match, main event, all 4 wrestlers in the ring at the same time. JB Trask teaming up with X-Pac to do battle with Horace the Psychopath and Jerry Lynn. 4 of the greatest competitors, not only in... Oh, Meanie! That was a straight jab from the Blue Meanie. A lot of bulk behind that shot. And here's a tag to Al Snow.
Well, Meanie, he's up to his old antics. I mean, Renny fell for that. Here comes Al Snow. Big body slam from Al Snow, just driving him through that canvas.
Have Renny D and Craven Knight had any kind of an offense here the first 5-6 minutes of this matchup? I don't believe they've done anything.
They have not. But now we're going to see what Craven can do versus what Renny could do. Craven's put together. This kid is young, he's hungry, and Al Snow, we're going to see what he's got for Craven.
Craven has said that all he wanted to do in life was become a professional wrestler. And as I said, literally taken off the streets of the Bronx. Not the greatest life story, so to speak. He literally through the school of hard knocks. Didn't always do things the right way. Came to Minnesota because he knew this is the breeding ground for the greatest wrestlers in the world.
And I think that's something that we need to get back to, Mick. You and I both grew up in an era, quite a bit before me, but at the same
couple of years.
But at the same time, this was a breeding ground for the wrestling industry for years and years. And we can see with these two guys, with Craven and Renny, it's still happening right here in Minnesota.
Hip lock takedown over the top. Al Snow giving a wrestling lesson, a technique lesson to Renny D. You get the impression that Al Snow and the Blue Meanie, even though they are in there to take care of business, they just have a good time in that ring.
You know, you have to have a good time because these guys they're veterans. I mean, these guys are veterans.
Look at Snow.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shot. Oh.
Big hip toss right there. Al Snow coming up. Craven. Another big body slam by Al Snow. Fantastic.
Look at that technique. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. And you see why Al Snow has been a trainer and why he has mentored so many people in this business. From a technique standpoint, Al is as smooth as silk.
It is smooth because in that situation, Mick, what happens is you don't want to rush through things. You want to make sure that you take your time and you plant that guy exactly where you want him because that's going to give you the upper hand in the long run. Just take your time.
If Renny D and Craven Knight thought that this was going to be a night off, if they thought they were going to take the old fossils and do a number on them, we haven't seen anything yet in terms of offense from the team of Craven and Renny D. And that astounds me because I've watched these two on the indie scene and they've been tremendous. They are totally off their game plan, totally discombobulated in the ring. Wait a minute. Wait a minute now. What's the matter now? Well, Renny with the proverbial bug.
I thought you two were professional wrestlers. Apparently I was wrong. If you two boneheads were shot in my town, in Craven City, and jump and have fun and play games and make this one big damn birthday party, we tell you to a dance off.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Has it come to this?
Apparently so. But did he say dance off?
That's what he said. I thought that was limited to some other... Oh, no. A dance off. Well...
I'll go first.
I don't think I've ever called a dance-off before.
Well, I'm going to leave it to you on this one.
Seriously. Seriously.
That was pretty good. Not bad.
That was great dancing.
Wait a minute, Al Snow. Snow and Meanie. Snow and Meanie. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, Meanie.
There you go.
Oh, wait a minute. I was enjoying Meanie's gimmick there, right?
Well, I'll tell you what, the Craven. Now this is how they get the upper hand, Mick. They go to the dance off and then they attack the guys from behind.
Well, nothing was working for him, Scotty. Nothing at all. Every plan, was backfiring and misfiring. So they tried to get the jump on Meanie and Snow with that insane dance-off stuff.
Well, they've got the upper hand right now. The crowd trying to get behind Al Snow a little bit, but Craven, he might have him right where he wants him.
They don't call Craven Knight the extreme assassin for nothing. He is focused. He is straight ahead in that ring. You look at the eyes of Craven Knight when he's got an opponent in trouble.
He's right there with the cover. Count of 2 on Al Snow and Craven right back on him. Makes a tag, and here comes Renny.
Well, this is the first sustained offense for Craven Knight and Renny D. Well, Maybe I spoke too soon. Oh, stop. Oh, gee. Yank of the hair. Draping Al Snow over that top ring rope now.
Now that's old school rake of the eyes right there on the ropes. If they're digging in the bag of tricks, that's digging deep right there.
There's a tag to the Extreme Assassin referee, admonishing Renny D, telling him to get out of the ring. Come on, Soltis.
I got till 5.
Soltis giving the guys a count of 5 they broke before that, both putting the boots on Al Snow right there in the corner, Mick. You know, Al Snow has been around for so many years, helped so many guys up through the ranks, and it's great to see him right here in Minneapolis along with the Blue Meanie taking on Craven and Renny here tonight.
Al looks absolutely great. I mean, he's just something else. There's something about Al Snow. When this guy walks into a room, he commands not only respect, but he gets you laughing. I mean, he's just one hell of a guy, bottom line.
Absolutely, absolutely is. There's a reversal by Craven. Oh, big clothesline by Renny. Al Snow held on right there. He didn't even see that one coming in now. I mean, the upper hand is just like it's incredible. I can't even talk right now. I don't know what the heck is wrong.
You're getting a little tongue-tied, Zappa. Been a while? A little rusty?
Yeah, a little rusty.
And here I go. Should have bought my back brace again.
Yeah, well, you're going to carry me a long ways tonight, guys. Probably to the car, too.
I'm sure. I have no doubt about that. Blue Meanie has not seen a lot of action in this one outside of that abbreviated dance-off. And now as Soltis gets caught between Renny D and Blue Meanie, it allows Craven Knight the opportunity to choke Al Snow over in the corner.
Come on, referee Jay Soltis, do your job.
Craven in for the cover, count of 1, 2. I'm not even so sure, Scotty, that if Craven Knight and Renny D won this one, that this would be considered an upset. I mean, these kids are young lions in this business, and I don't know, it may just be another feather in their cap.
Well, you know what? Just doing something that is smart on their behalf. That when they had Blue Meanie in the ring right there, that was critical time for Al Snow because one guy distracting Blue Meanie and referee Jay Soltis while the other in the corner choking Al Snow. It's time, and right here, it is again.
Wait a minute. Wait a second. Renny D pulling a fast one on referee Soltis. And again, Soltis is distracted by Blue Meanie, who right now is doing his own tag team partner, Al Snow, more harm than good. You know, that adrenaline rush, it happens in the ring, Scotty. You've been in there in tag team matches, and sometimes your emotions get the better of you, and your own tag team partner suffers.
He does suffer, but Craven, you said these kids are young, but they're hungry. You can see them, they're like a lion in there. Craven went right at Al Snow and Blue Meanie, causing Al Snow to end up in that corner the entire time.
Well, Craven and Renny D know what this would do for their resume. They know how it would catapult them in the ranks of professional wrestling if all of a sudden on the internet you see that Meanie and Snow lost to this upstart young tag team in Minnesota. Who are these guys? Let's get them on the horn. Let's book them. So a lot on the line for Craven Knight and Renny D.
There is a ton on the line because these guys, there's a certain time in everyone's career when they hit where there's a match. So there's a Blue Meanie coming in, and referee Jay Soltis did not see the tag. But there's a time in everyone's career when there's a specific match, and there they are. They're going to work on Al Snow still.
Very smart tag team wrestling. I got to say, whether or not you agree with their tactics, Renny D and Craven Knight are utilizing the ring. They're distracting the referee. They're even utilizing the Blue Meanie, in a sense, to do what they want to do to Al Snow in the corner.
They absolutely are. But as I say, there's a match in everyone's career that catapults them to that next level. For Renny and Craven tonight, this could be that exact match that puts them on that national level map.
Crowd once again picking up the chant for head. We are at the Minneapolis Convention Center in downtown Minneapolis to celebrate the retirement of the real whole effing show, Jerry Lynn, as he bids adieu to the wrestling world as an active competitor after 25 tremendous years.